ESL 1 Cologne is brought to you in part by Intel, Predator, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, and Betway.
When we accepted the invite to play ESL Cologne, we knew that Cologne is always magic, at least for us. Last year was insane, and of course we want to win the group stage, we want to go to the playoffs, so we can see the crowd again. The practice was really fine for us because SK's office is at Cologne, so it's a really good thing for us. So we spent this last week practicing a lot against the European teams. I think we are in a really good shape. We came from a tournament that we're the best teams in the world, and we
dulcet tones, lovely. But the point you're making there is very interesting, that even with adding of one player, you can try and change your style. And actually, from what we learned at Yanko, SK did, right? They tried to integrate and enable Phelps to be as powerful as possible. And it does seem like it's worked in their favor for the odds from Bet.
Yeah, they have. Initially, they were playing a bit more loose, allowing him a lot of freedom, and then they realized, well, that's not really working for the rest of the team. You know, the results aren't there. So they have gone back to their structured play style, the system actually that they have in place. But even in that system, Phelps still has you know, a limited dose of freedom, so to speak. He still can go for his moves, but now the rest of the team, they know how to play around it, and sometimes he's there just to support them and not run amok.
Now, if we started talking maps, what would your mind start telling you? How do their map pools correlate here?
It's interesting because they've mostly played, you know, Cobblestone, Overpass, and Cache, I think, have been the maps that they've played in the last 2 or 3 times that they've met. So do we still see something similar, or does someone want to throw a curveball into the mix? You can see that for now, for starters,
so far so good.
Yeah, it's pretty much standard. But then SK goes with the Overpass ban. They didn't have too much success on it, and they actually veto Cobbles themselves. So they leave Cache and Inferno for G2, because at ECS the last time they met, actually SK had a convincing win over G2 on Cache. G2 decides to go for Inferno, probably because of that exact reason. So no Cobblestone, no Overpass, no Cache this time around. They're going to have to square off on a new map.
And before we do go ahead and get this one underway, final thoughts are given to you, Freiburg. You now know the map, you know the teams. Expectations?
I mean, I've been playing against G2 on Inferno. They're very, they like to play their double up on Inferno. Both Shoxy and Kenny S picking up. They're going to go head-to-head against Fallen, though, which is also one hell of an opera. So I think we're going to see a very good game. I mean, I've been crushed by G2 on Inferno, so let's see if SK can do any better than we did. Okay, scene perfectly set by the Ninja. Now we can go ahead and introduce 2 ninjas themselves. Keep your eyes on the duo AWP. But Alan, once again, your casting duo for this one is Henry G and none other than Matt Trivet.
Cool. I don't have my gamer name anymore. I'm just Matt Trivet now. Yeah, that's cool. I like being normal.
Got a nice name. I guess it's fine.
Definitely not living a normal life, but I like being normal. G2 and who are they playing? Thanks.
SKGaming.
I was going to say FaZe. I don't know why I forgot it was SK. This is actually an incredible matchup because it really gives us an indication, especially after last week in G2 at ECS. Obviously, a lot of people saying that they kind of were the team that didn't perform. Gives us an indication of exactly where they sit. SK back on top of the ratings. Oddly enough, Astralis, it's going to be almost 4 months since they won an event, so SK take over #1, and G2 on the rise, but this is a great head-to-head.
Yeah, this could very well be a final of this tournament, this matchup. It's so tantalizing. SKGaming versus G2, 2 absolute mammoths of the game right now. We'll get into this one. Inferno, SKGaming to kick things off on the CT side. G2, 2 smokes, a few flashbangs as well, heading towards B, trying to get that early control, but Fallen, great with the pistols, trying to shut down and get this first headshot here. Not going to walk around the corner just yet. Presumably we'll flash the corner first. Let's see if Fallen can handle it.
Keep in mind as well, Dallas Pro League, London Pro League, different G2 at the time. There's a bit of a rivalry brewing here.
Sure.
Sure indeed. Fallen goes back toward Banana. He's going to peek back out, spot them as well, catches them with nades out. So takes down Kenny, but as he backs off, Body's able to refrag. That pulls them into Fur, but Fur's alone, so can't afford to overextend in the fight. Gets the trade, has to stay alive, stay efficient, anchor the site for the rotations as they come in from the A. The map. Fur as well that gets challenged. They know the situation. They know he has to go down, but he gets another. That shocks, so that actually helps him. Not only that, MBK goes forward with the bomb to try and trade it back. That's going to give Phelps the round.
Bit of a blunder there from G2. Losing the first frag. They got the trade in, but then it seemed like too comfortable there towards the coffin position. Gets one more frag, stays alive as long as possible. Doesn't even have to deny the plant. Actually gets charged with the bomb on his back. That's MBK. A bit of a mistake there. I don't think he gets the plant down regardless, considering losing so much manpower. He had to try and get that frag back in his return, but still SKGaming looking quite comfortable there. No plant, of course. G2 actually going to be full eco here, Matt. That's kind of strange. Normally you expect these teams to go force buy in the second round. I mean, they can buy in the third. That can mean Galil's number 3. Another surprise sort of setup. You normally see the idea of if you get the bomb down the pistol, you eco this round, then you get the AKs out. The slight variation of that is you can force buy in the second with 2 AKs. This is another idea. Galil's in the third, and we'll see if it works out for them. So full Glocks, nothing invested into this whatsoever. That will give the game away slightly. SKGaming will be aware. That's a possibility. And once they realise that an unarmored opponent is just with the default pistols, they'll probably bring a few more rifles into round number 3. For now, though, nothing really G2 can do here. No smokes, no armour. And just holding towards middle, hoping for a CT mistake. Can see Fallen at the bottom of Banana there. Tucking himself in, baited in as well by his teammate Fur. Body should be dealt with, but it's going to be MBK that's going to drop first. It's Kenny S as well. Quite an easy round here. No one should go down for the SK side.
Swaps to the pistol. He doesn't have time to reload. Makes the right call. Finds Apex wrapping toward the arch, and then Body goes down immediately after.
Here it comes.
Nothing for SK. Here it comes.
Do they buy?
No.
They've got enough for 2 players of AK armor.
Oh, they're going to.
I actually like this idea. I think it's quite cool.
En français, oui, oui.
So there it is. You can see it's actually pretty decent. 2 AKs, head armor as well, a couple of Galils. UMP there as well for Apex, so a bit of utility. He has to take slightly less firepower than his teammates. They're trying to brute force their way into round number 3 here. Shoxy towards top middle. He's got one of the Galils, joined by Body and Kenny S as well. The bomb will be there for now. SK expending quite a lot of utility to start around. 2 incendiaries used to buy themselves some time, and still have mid-presence there. Phelps by himself. They'll push through the smoke at this point. Given away, they've got the rifles at this stage as well, so CT start to adjust and fall back to the bomb site.
Body's going to try and work his way after Apex gets to the entrance of the apartments. Through the arch, at least the information that they're going toward the A site. They'll be blinded off by a flash that therefore comes from within its confines. That'll lock them down for now, but Body and Apex able to converge. Watch, oh, Cold Zero. He thought he had the kill and looked away too soon, because he may have been able to do decent damage. Still dangling around all the obstacles inside of the site. He could have controlled the pace of the fight, but can't do it now. Shocks will hold off the rotations, and that was just trying to save Fallen running away on the SMG. Fur, meanwhile, bottom mid, takes down Kenny. It's going to give him an upgraded weapon, but he'll have to run with that as well.
So that's why that buy can be so interesting there for G2. Sticking together as a 5-man pack, going towards the arch position as well. And all it takes is one CT player to miss the shot there, Cold Zero, on the bombs. They could have turned that round in his favour, but didn't seem to happen. There's some considerable damage. They find the kill on Kenny S, but that's all they really get from it. G2 bouncing back. So no bomb plants in the first 2 rounds, but this kind of interesting idea to force buy in the third with full ecos across the board. Brings them around victory. 2-1 now on the T side. Looking very good. Smith's the coach. Probably quite happy with that decision. As we go forward into round number 4. Still money available for the CT side. We'll be able to get 3 M4A4s out. Taco looking to see his buy as well. He gets the 4th. Falling down to UMP. They are struggling in terms of not having a full array of utility, but there's enough to work with here. G2. One of their stronger maps for sure. They define the way the CT side could be played with that double op setup as Adam described. Looking to see what that still is a thing for them. It's starting to get shut down these days. Grenades towards top of Banana. Terrorists have control for now. Fallen and fall back towards a new box. Both are together. They're going to be doing that boost, which I like a lot. You can just look at them and see what I mean. So getting him on the bomb site means he's avoiding flashbangs, any Molotovs that land in that position as well. It means the terrorists probably don't check it. He can get 1 frag for free, maybe 2. Also allows him to leave his teammate there, but they seem to be thinking could be a B-sided attack. Phelps tentatively rotating over from CT spawn. So 3 players on that side of the map for now, but G2 heading towards A. Tackling Cold Zero. Apartments and the pits.
Okay. Work his way back toward the apartments, as you mentioned, but pit covered off. Kenny gets the bomb toward the boiler door. It's Apex and Body that seem to want to wrap toward the archway with the smoke down. Phelps is on the other side of it. Shock still at B as well, can hold off the rotations for a little longer. As Phelps gets passive, knowing that smoke is due to dissolve at any moment. They'll counter off that smoke with putting one inside of the arch on its own.
It's quite cool smoke.
Yeah, it is a cool smoke above the gray, rather the green shutter. Bounces in perfectly. Close, which means you can attack quickly. Cold knows it. Respond to it. Phelps pushes through. Body's distracted. He can't turn fast enough. It's Kenny S that gets 1 and 2 inside of the site. Now Shocks cuts off rotations. Bomb will be planted. Shocks, he's so far removed. Fallen will know this, that if he attacks now and finds Kenny, who's low on HP, inside of the pit before Shocks can get there, he can actually immediately jump on the fuse. He's got the kit as well, but he's got to act quicker than this. He knows Kenny's likely nearby, and he gets the kill, but does he go for it? He's got to stick this. Absolutely stick this. Flash out. Shocks is not close enough, but Fallen's not confident on that, even though the kill came in at B. He has made it to the apartments, but if he'd stuck it, he would have been on 5 seconds right now. Instead, it's a one-on-one. Taps again, expects Shocks to be rotating in from his right side, but can't find the kill.
Fallen doubted himself slightly there. If he goes to that full defuse initially, he actually wins the round. Shoxy, though, outplays him, finding that rotation frag towards the B side of the map as well. G2 picking up just about there. He has to do the long lurk back towards the apartments. Just enough to work with there. Peaks at the last second and manages to take down Fallen there. He got down to about 10 HP, so he still could have gone either way, but G2 managing to get a couple of rounds in a row here. We're going to round number 5. Deagles, CZs, not really a force by a little partial investment as with G2. Taking nade to the face of Banana, but should get his first frag. Bit of team damage there, but Shocks gets the headshot, finds Fallen for alone at B now. Phelps rotating in quickly. Same story for Cold Zero as well, but Kenny S, he's gone to the other side of the map with the bomb as well. Apex with apartments control. Smoke off here. This is be a full-on fake, I'd imagine. Just try and pull as many rotations as you possibly can. 3 CTs on that side of the map. They'll fall back. Taco now alone with a default weapon in the pit area. Not really much he can do about this map. He's going to be done for.
Body's going to push in. Touch him off, as you mentioned. Not much you can hope for. Phelps cold and fur. Planted. Kenny. Just going to watch toward library, but we've got more information that states that unfortunately there will be no one coming that direction. We've got all the surveillance cameras, Henry. We've got all the information.
Yeah, we can see what they're up to. Not much. Deagles in a CZ. Let's look at the frag charts quickly. Pretty even on the G2 side of things. Phelps with 6 kills, 2 deaths for SK, but G2 will now take the lead indeed. After a nice little B fake there, getting that 1 kill, putting those rotations over, dropping some smokes in, sticking together as a 5-man unit. That's perfect. Show presence, back towards A, bomb down, 1 player waiting for them. Really giving away some damage. Didn't drop a single frag there. MP7 for Apex. Starting to get a solid grasp on this game. I would say this has the potential to go all 30 rounds, but round number 6, the orb comes out for Fallen, of course. Obviously been a big talking point of this team in recent months, having that resurgence and looking much better at the AWP as to what he did with at the start of the very year. Where does he decide to go? Towards B for now. Fur will be in front of him. Do they set him up at a former car position? Could be boosted up above the wall for now, trying to get that first frag, but CT smoke will probably fend off the terrorists momentarily. They're getting towards middle. This is like a set piece off the bat. With 4 players in that position, looking to push with a smoke with a flashbang. It's up to Cold Zero to shut them down here, but he's been completely smoked off. They go towards Arch.
Goes inside of the site. Arch completely vacant. And not only do they go toward it, they're going to be pushing onto Taco, who's trying to get his way into the corner. There's nothing he can do from the top of the box. They completely leave that side of the map open. Fur's going to try and respond by rotating back in, and he does catch off Kenny. And it works out. So the set piece and the map control was all there, except for that SK adapted well and managed to pincer off the site from either side. Even if they got the bomb plant down, the retake was already in position.
They were actually caught out there, believe it or not. It's because they had the boost towards quad. They're not going to be pre-firing that position, the terrorists, and Cold Zero manages to mow them down. That's actually very good. They're focusing fully on the quad position and the bomb site here. Cold Zero, one of the best aimers in the entire world, manages to spray them down and find the 3rd round for SK. So G2, definitely the perfect place in the map to go. Open arch side, but couldn't find the frag. The key one on Cold Zero. That boot's coming once again. Fallen spots one. Can't hit the shot, though. Has to fall back. They take a nade to the face as well. 3rd down to 27 HP. That did a lot of damage. Body has been out of control now, dropping the Molotovs to push the CTs further back. Full control here. They've got 4 players there as well. They could go for a full execution if they wanted to. trying to bleed out the CTs in terms of any smokes they may have, incendiaries as well. Try and do that first before they fully commit. 5 players, almost 5, as MBK comes back in with the bomb. I would say this will be the B play and see whether they get away with it at all. Fallen in CT spawn, presumably smoked out momentarily, fur behind the fountain. Need to act quickly here, G2. Have no presence on the map whatsoever. Fallen surely gets nothing from this.
Blinded off. Flash. He gets at least one per though. On top of the statue, the fountain. One kill before going down. Fallen's able to repeat because no smoke towards CT. Bombs drop temporarily.
When they missed
well.
the smoke.
2 versus 3, they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Because Apex now has a
sloppy
room to play with toward Ruins. Bomb picked up by Kenny. He'll redress the smoke at this point in time. AWP for him, but he's going to plant it, so he won't have the AWP posted to watch towards CT when the smoke does dissolve. Instead, he'll get close. Shotgun op for Kenny or Banana to hold the bomb. He's got to check that first, but he's in the open. Watch the push in from Coffins. If Cold went around the corner sooner, he may have been able to spot down the lane to find exactly where Kenny had gone. Instead, he goes down, and it actually starts to favor G2 as they've got a 2 versus 2. Taco knows there's one on either side, but doesn't know which one's going to be exposed first. It's Kenny, but he fires through the wall. Apex able to swing down to just Fallen. He's got to act fast. Good shot on Apex immediately. Doesn't know where the bomb is. It's on the other side. Taps it to try and bait Kenny in. He knows he's going to peek with the AWP, but who's faster between the two? It's Fallen, but does he have the time? Oh, that's close. I think he's just got it. Oh my goodness, Fallen.
No reason for that player to face from the well positioned at all. He just hides there. You know it's Fallen the AWP. Just hide in the corner. Make him fully commit, jump up, and as soon as he takes a shot, Kenny comes out and kill him. Seems like the communication was off there for GT. It was a sloppy execution. I have to say, they didn't really deserve to win that round. That missed smoke as well. Probably one of the easiest smokes in the game to throw. So many lineups with Banana. You could even run in and just throw it off the wall if you wanted to. That gave Fallen an opportunity to find those 2 frags initially, and he wins the clutch as well. Give that guy an inch, he'll take a mile. It's going to be 4-3. GT going to be frustrated with that defeat, I have to say, given a couple of chances there to win the round. Clutch is just not good enough in the 2 versus 1 situation. Fur now aggressive towards B, pushing all the way down to T steps as well. The surprise play surely gets a kill here. MBK doesn't expect that whatsoever. Why would he? And that's the first kill. Fur with T steps control. Fallen falls back towards A, trying to funnel them into the A side of the map. And Fur goes towards second middle as well. Big play by him as Apex finds the next frag.
Phelps that goes down, but look at Fur still pushing all the way down to the bottom of alt middle.
Oh, this could be so good. He's actually left B open, though. They could slip by him.
Okay, good indeed. He has taken a gamble going this direction. If he goes back through the underpass now, he could entirely catch them off, and I think he's heard them throwing nades and making noise, so this could be perfect. He's going to pop up. None of them are going to be looking. Now, the one... Okay, good. Apex is still over toward the apartments. I was going to say, the one thing that could catch him off is Apex came back as well. Lines it, takes down 2. He's behind the body, realizes, but it's too late to save his friends. He's now left alone. Apex will try and do something to get closer to him, but on 16 HP, he's got to slip away undetected, and he's about to be found by Cold. Very easily disposes of him. 1 versus 3 for body toward the B site. Needs about the best play he would have had in this tournament to win this round. Smokes off CT, will get him closer. Has bomb to work with, but a rotation immediately comes in from Fallen to go toward the ruins. He's alone though, Fallen, so taking a risk, but he's been hitting shots, and another one that he finds in the AWP.
That's so impressive by Fur. The fact he has the audacity to push down Banana like that as well. As you said, MBK had no chance of even knowing he'd be down there. He gets all the way to second mid, comes through the underpass, and a perfect play. Doesn't pull the trigger too early, knows it's the AWP, won't be able to kill him close range, lines up the shot, takes down the most dangerous player in front of him first, then the AWP. 3 in total. It's beautiful stuff, and Fallen to pick up the pieces at the end as well. SKGaming 5-3 now. It's going to be, I think, a partial buy. We've got a bit of money. I'd call this a 4. It's less than $1,000 on each player for G2. Tech 9s, head arm up, nades as well. They're on 3rd state loss bonus, so yeah, $2,900 next round if they do indeed lose this. It'll be enough just about to scrape something together. 5 smokes, Molotovs, flashbangs. This is a set piece if I've ever seen one. You can see all 5 players in second middle, all the smokes lined up. Presumably the one outside library, towards the pit as well. Give them a little wall. There's the one for the library. Flash is over. I think they go for CT spawn on this one, you know. Look.
Phelps waiting for it though. Oh, he's going to push into the smoke and times it with the footsteps as they go by. He wants the element of surprise, and he's got it. Bomb down at Moto. MBK can find a kill all he likes toward the pit, wrapping around, but they still have Cold to deal with. And it's down to just 1. It's down to just Kenny. Tech 9 will find a kill. Good luck getting the bomb. Good luck winning the round. SK should go up 6-3. Phelps makes absolute sure of that.
Nice idea there. Get a couple of kills with no bomb plant down. Smoking out the pit towards the library position as well, trying to split the A bomb site completely. Looked like they could have gone towards CT spawn. I thought that might have been the idea, but Seems like Phelps and Holdzera, they say no. They find the bomb nice and early. But in the long-range shots out of the SMGs. Smoke's a bit problematic for the CTs, but ultimately it has to be another eco for G2 now. SKGaming looking very strong. Deagles, Tech9s once again. There was just about a buy there, but it been so poor. There have been Galils and SMGs and a few nades. I think they wanted to wait till they have all the weaponry required. Falling this time, Banana once again trying to bait in his teammate. Fur is at the sandbags, and there's the first bait. Gets that nice kill as well. Surely the teams fall back at this point, but Fur is not going to let them, but gives his frag up, and it's going to be 4-4 just like that. They'll recover the M4 as well. Didn't have to commit to that. Wanted to get some damage done. He suddenly takes shocks down to 30 HP, but also gives him a weapon to work with here. Body will take that. And what's the next play? They still have a smoke to work with here. This round isn't outside the realms of possibility. Body can find an initial headshot. They swarm with those Tech9s, could cause some damage. MBK trying to bait in something at the B site. Desert Eagle in hand. Has to be one hell of a shot to do anything with that. 2 players a quad now. 2 a B also for the CTs.
Arch open. But no smoke to isolate the quad, so they won't get there easily. Check. Spot Taco backing off. Cold. Still underneath the position. Chicken's making a lot of noise.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, that's actually could be a potential giveaway in the fact that it's squawking as it is, but they've got the crossfire set up. Fox goes down as well as Taco realizes there's one missing, and he looks behind to see him walking out from the apartments.
We'll take a pause. Tactical called by Shoxy. Chance for Smith to chime in, of course, the coach, former player as well. Huge pedigree of Counter-Strike. Been playing for about 10 years. At the top level from Source and then CSGO. He'll be chiming in and working out what the players are on the T side. Do they bring out the AWP perhaps? Haven't really seen that from Kenny S here in the T half. In terms of round wins, they do lose a pistol, but that third round force buy with no bomb plants. That was quite interesting. Got 3 in a row from that, but since then it's been a very CT-sided affair. 5 rounds in a row now for the SK side. JW says, playing against Fur is so annoying. You know, all of his aggressions from watching matches demos, but he still manages to do it. He's absolutely right. That play down towards bottom of Banana, no one can really see that coming. You know he's going to be aggressive, but the timing's perfect. Doesn't use flashbangs, doesn't give anything away. MBK runs around the corner with a knife out, then he gets in T-spawn as well. Kind of nuts, but he has been phenomenal for SK recently.
Yeah, he's gone back to his old form. I think the departure of FNX has kind of put him more of in a star position, and somehow Cold is still fragging with it because it was Fur that was the star of this team before Cold joined. It was 2 years ago now, believe it or not. Good shot, Fallen. Got up on the wall ever so slightly, but he still manages the damage. 1 down, plus the Molotov to take damage to the body, who gets close. Good thing Fallen's up to the task with the AWP. As he once again finds very tight angled shots. He'll get Kenny as well. He's still working inside of the site. Smokes up, he knows they're likely to go above him. He looks away at the wrong time and somehow still hits it. Shocks goes down, and Fallen is unstoppable this game.
Yeah, he's on fire. What in God's name was that final shot? It must have been a no-scope there. New players could be coming above him. He didn't quite catch it from his POV, but still such a sick round there from the in-game leader. Very good stuff indeed. And G2 getting shut down across the board. That was their final play after taking the tactical timeout as well. Just a really basic execution towards B. You can see Fallen just loving that opportunity. Close range, all shots are his speciality. Around the 12 now. Maximum loss bonus. No bomb down, but can bring out the AKs once again. Kenny has to be careful. MBK fire either side of him. How is he not taking damage? That's nuts. He might even get a kill from this as well. It's going to be Fur. Not expecting him to be that close as well. The Molotovs are designed to push the terrorist back. He's jumping up for information. MBK finds a rare frag out of that. Very unlucky with the RNG, I guess, of the Molotovs generally. 5-4 now. And open. Fallen. Still alive. MBK surely doesn't give his kill up there.
I like that Apex is just like, alright, they've boosted Atrium a few times.
Make sure he gets off that.
Diggity, quad, whatever you call it. Atrium. Oh.
Okay.
Fallen goes back again, aggressive this time toward Banana. They haven't exactly been playing over-aggressive on Banana, to be fair. A couple peeks down, but no pushes for possession aside from when Fur pushed all the way down. This time they just get to the outside, the extremities of the site, cover it off. Cold, good shot to find one, but Fallen, or excuse me, Kenny S gets the kill in return. It's now going to be a plan. He's got 10 HP. Apex has fought on valiantly to take out Phelps. Kill, but take out. And what I mean by that, do damage so he doesn't have the confidence to push directly into the site. And therefore also has to pick up the AWP because he's low on HP, can't afford to be aggressive. The AWP in his hands means Fallen can do so with the AK. Molotov, though, is going to push Fallen out. He's wide open. That flash through. Watch the player pit as well, because Apex is just waiting for the time to strike. Oh, he's been hit. The op shot lands, but Phelps can do no more. Back away it is.
Back away indeed. Good job there by G2. Like we said, Fallen has to give up his AWP because Phelps got tagged up through the smoke. Go for the retake there, but decent utility usage from G2 towards the end there. The Molotov mean Fallen had to push through without his teammate. Flashed off as well, and G2 fighting around in the first time in 5. So here's the replay of the shot, the no-scope. That's called out quick scope, okay, to be fair, but still, that's nuts that he actually managed to hit it. Very cool stuff from Fallen. And there's 2 players surviving for G2. They've lost that win, or lost Ben, as you say. They actually lost 6 rounds in a row. And now 2 players on $0, make it 3 in fact. So this is a very important round for G2. Need to make sure they win this. If they don't, they might not find another round on this half. Double orb set up now. Phelps and Fallen going in. G2 with a first team to really make this a proper thing. So Phelps continuing the passion here as he manages to get Kenny S at the very start of the round. 5 on 4, too easy for him almost. They haven't really seen Fallen that side of the map yet. I guess they assumed it would be absolutely fine. He's been primarily towards B. Changing things up, perfect time to do it, just when you lose a round as well. Double orb setup working out quite nicely for SK so far. You can actually see they've left Fallen alone on the B side. This is a perfect place to be, and narrowly misses out on that fast flick shot.
Yeah, just expect it. You just know they're going to land.
Yeah.
Phelps thinks Arch, then goes Library. Smoke in front of him, so he'll counter that off. Problem is now that he wants to get to the backside of Library to make sure they don't wrap through, because they've taken down his teammate. Fur's found. And Phelps is more concerned they're going to do a reverse wrap back through Library, so he pulls out the pistol. The AWP goes to the other side. It's Fallen that has it to work with, and he takes down Body. He is unstoppable. What is his kill total right now? It must be absolutely astronomical. It's only 13, believe it or not. All of them are highlight-worthy at this point, I imagine. Does still have work to do, though, as they get to the site and go for the default plant at the coffins. It's Taco and Cold. They're going to try and slip up the banana. That's going to be the last 2 remaining as well. Slip a banana wherever you'd like. Taco takes down MBK. That's the start to the retake. Apex behind the pillar. Gets the first kill in return. So it's down to the 1 versus 1 for Taco. Bait him out. It's 3 kills, 4 now for for Apex as he gets the kill immediately and goes to the AWP. It brings us to 8-5 as well, and it limits the money slowly but surely down to a position of saving for SK.
Really turning into an exciting affair now. G2, their key players turning up, and Apex very calm and disciplined in that clutch situation. Knew what he had to do, had the information of both coming from Banana as well. Precise shots with the AK-47 after a flamboyant performance there from Fallen towards CT spawn. We thought he did just enough there. I feel like he overextended before his teammates came in for Banana as well. I think he was trying to deny the plan, but ultimately gave his kill up for free and left his teammates in a really difficult situation. It seems like SK will be forcing into this round. 2 M4s, 3 pistols as well. Very good with the lesser weaponry, but a bit of a Hail Mary decision from them this time. Kenny is back on the AWP. He's been relatively quiet, I have to say. 6 kills with him. Haven't really seen him go off with the AWP just yet. It's difficult to do so on the T side for sure. No kits. Little utility, just flashbangs available for SK. They try to bait something out. There's the old chickens. Matt, you're a fan of the Chicken Brigade, aren't you?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not a fan of anything.
Okay.
Oops. CZ. Interesting boost. He actually jumped up on there. I actually don't know the texture there because he's not boosted at all. Little ledge nonetheless. He's got the kill onto Shocks. For Cole to get kills. Oh, I thought for sure he'd follow up with the second as he does damage, but only minimal onto Apex. He stays with 52 as they plant the bomb in the site. Phelps limited by smoke behind Moto. As Fur waits at the bottom of, or rather the top of alt middle, excuse me. So he's going to try and push in through the apartments. They're setting for exits at this point in time. They don't have kits. They all have armor. It's not necessarily worth it to lose the armor if they can pick up guns. AK 2 players, by the way, just to note, Body and Kenny will be able to survive in the pit, so they won't have to exit. Body, on the other hand, is going to have bigger problems. Now that Kenny's tagged up, it becomes a bigger issue. So just contain them. Try and limit the money. Fallen does exactly that, picking up the AK. Kenny gets one shot, but stay alive first. Stay alive as long as you possibly can. Good catch on Apex. Kenny's going to book it toward the library, so he should get out with the AWP. Oh, he doesn't. They all go down. That's perfect. That's exactly what they had to do.
Yeah, actually pretty cool stuff there. SK don't recover a weapon, So still, G2 will be absolutely fine. They obviously, it's round number 15. They can fully invest into this round. We do have microphones in the booth. I can hear something.
It's the camera, apparently. That's what they said. DJ said.
Yeah.
You can hear that. I can't.
Okay. Well, you can't really make it out. You can just hear them talking. It's not that interesting, but it's something. Maybe we can look into the tactical timeout to see what happens. Either way, we're going to round number 15. Nice shot from Fallen, boosted up. It finally works out for him. The scout headshot takes down MBK, and he has to be falling back. This is the dynamic play we've not used to seeing from Fallen. Get the first kill, show presence, and completely rotate to the other side of the map. Hasn't got the AWP this time, but still, it works to the same effect. He swaps positions with his teammate. That's going to be Phelps heading towards B now. Lovely boost. Desperate times for SK. Have to force into round number 15, of course. Looking to find 9 rounds here. There's going to be a contact play from the French side. KennyS gets the first kill. Fur ready with the CZ. Can he do any more?
Tries to. Does. Fur. Well done. Chalk smokes himself in. Has a flash still to work with, but Apex and Kenny are going to separate. Backpedal over toward A. Apex inside of the apartments already is going to look for the information. Taco top mid. Somewhat interesting with the Deagle as Kenny heads that direction on an AWP. Taco doesn't get spotted immediately. Oh, the smoke's going to kill the idea. He could have actually potentially caught him trying to push closer, but instead it's wrapped through quad. Join Apex, who's gotten in the pit. Cold, he wins it on the UMP. Down to Apex remaining. He's got 2 kills, though, quickly at range because the rifle wins in that exchange. It's Fallen on a scout. As Apex goes back to grab the bomb, there's 32 seconds. And he's just missed the opportunity. I think he may be the tag, but he didn't know. He's still on 17, but it's 8 now. As he gets tagged by a pistol bullet this time around, and Fallen's not sure which weapon he wants to use, which weapon is going to win him the round. It's the pistol that does. 9-6 SK. Extend it to a 3-round lead instead of that of a 1 round if it had gone the other way.
Yeah, what a nice play from Fallen to finish things off there. Boosted. Didn't exactly look comfortable there, but 6 rounds will be enough for them. We'll see if they can come back into this in the second half. We'll take a quick break and we'll find out.
Epic matchup, as always, as SK take on G2. And it's SK after a T-side on Inferno. Or rather, they swap to the T-side, excuse me, that have the lead 9-6. 3-round lead doesn't really necessarily mean anything if G2 win the pistol, but what this game does mean in its overall context is who goes to the playoffs next and who has to go into the 2-2 bracket, which is lethal.
Yeah, Matt, we knew this game was going to be good. It's certainly living up to expectations. Some really exciting round, especially from Fallen. Let's see if we can continue that form into the second half. We're going to have the T-side Bayern come in. It's going to be Fallen with coldzera with the smoke grenades here, but Shock's looking to challenge the P2000. Wants to get that first frag. Very good with the pistols. Can't find anything just yet. Flashbangs everywhere. He had an opportunity, but can't land the headshots as of yet.
Jump off the balcony to get into Boiler, and Fur's closer than Shock's anticipated as he was still looking long down the lane. Good shot, NBK. Backs off though, and Phelps is able to redress it immediately, so it still gives the advantage to SK as Apex tries to move himself into a better position to get more information, to see more angles so that they don't give up any further map control to SK. It does mean though that they have Body left alone on B. Fallen has the bomb though. He's the one that's near the Boiler, so they aren't necessarily committing to Banana just yet.
Just trying to buy their time. They still have 2 smokes, right? They've got this man advantage. Kenny has tagged up as well. CT can't really rest on their laurels at this point. Someone needs to work out what the next player is. Do we try and push Banana, try and get some information so we can actually have a decent stack somewhere? Seems like the call's been made. Apex will join Body at the B site. Kenny S, like we said, low HP, alone in the pits at A. Still with 45 seconds remaining here, I would say the B execution makes a lot of sense. You've got 2 smokes, one for Coffins, one towards CT spawn, flash over as well. Very unlikely you lose this scenario, but let's see what G2 can do about it. No one boosted up. It's going to be Body towards Emo. That's a decent position, all things considered. He won't be smoked there. And I'm sure we'll have the final play coming in. Lining up the smokes now. Here they come. Apex spots one. Needs to find the kills here. That's a nice headshot.
This does do well, all things considered. He's brought to the 3 versus 3, and he's supporting Body for a cross inside of the site. Fallen trying to tap away. They're going to almost line up, but it's Apex that swings out in front of an exchange that his teammate was losing. It catches off Fallen. HP is definitely still there for SK, but it's suddenly still going to be the time that wins it, actually. Excuse me, I couldn't catch that on our screen, but I see it over on my monitor. It was the time, so I thought it was a little bit peculiar that they weren't pushing through.
A little bit rough there for SKGaming, considering they got that man advantage as well, had the smokes, and the time eludes them. It's down to Apex during that aggression to start, and the crossfires just couldn't break through. They had to man up. I think they just didn't realise at the last second that they didn't have enough time there. The bomb gets planted. They have the force buy here. A couple of players surviving after the timer ran out as well. coldzera can't afford much more than a CZ no armor. They are all in for round number 2 here, but G2 gifted a chance to get back into this game. Should be tied out 9-9. They've got 3, making 4 UMPs. A FAMAS here as well. 1 kid to work with. Smoked off. Trying to tag up towards Banana. No damage inflicted just yet. Phelps, but it's actually coldzera to strike first. The unarmored player with the CZ finds Apex. So they do have a chance to win this round, still with the smoke up as well. CT's trying to reposition, pushing a little bit further down Banana to see if they can get something going here. Need to be very careful. That's exactly where SK are coming as well.
Pistol. Try and push them back as fast as they can before the smokes are in place, before they're set up and ready. Having to reposition. Oh, that bomb got thrown up on top of Orange's one. That's even better for them. They'll need the help. They've got all the kills anyway, but that is that's about as good as it gets. Look for that. Fur, even if he found kills now, would have to jump all the way up there to grab it and get it back down in position when the rotations are already coming in. There's no chance he's going to get that far. As Kenny S is going to take him down and put him out of the round.
Now we really do have a game on our hands. G2. What's the first pick? Apex.
I will say, just quickly, there's more friendly banter between the teams in this game than ever before.
Friendly banter?
Every single round they're typing to each other and joking. Like, literally completely friendly.
Yeah. Got mutual respect. But, yeah, going up with the bomb, that's unlikely. But it did happen. Haven't seen that before, I have to say. Fully carried for SKGaming. Glocks, P250s, not really much they can do at this point. Going to be a shooting gallery for Kenny S there with the FAMAS. He finds 2 kills. We'll tie things up at 9-9 here. I don't think the bomb's been planted yet in the second half. It has not. Pistol, bit of a blunder from SK, timing it out. They're having a huge advantage. Maybe overthinking the situation. Apex now trying to farm a bit of money here with the UMP. $600 per kill. Can't quite cash it in yet, but there it is, finally.
MBK takes down coldzera. Follow up to get Taco at range. 9-9. We said that lead wouldn't amount to much if indeed they won the pistol. They've done that. They've transferred the 3 rounds into victories. But we go on to the AKs now for SK. Fallen included. There's no AWP on the T side for the Brazilians. 5 smokes. So they have the execution potential. They do not have Molotovs. Yeah, okay, it's important to note Molotovs, but I note that specifically for SK on this map because they love to utilize Molotovs to get into the B site.
Definitely do. Here we are, all square. No warp on either side. Bit of a bonus situation, I guess, for G2. He's saving those UMPs. The Famous of Kenny S as well. He's super sick with the enemy on this map, especially towards the top and middle. Hard side. Very mobile and very aggressive. Look out for that. But up against Fallen as well. Can he have the same sort of freedom he's used to? So far, so good for the T side. Not being presented too much in terms of the CT setup. Having a look at it, though, can see Bodies by himself. One of the best anchors we have in CSGO right now. We've always said it on the flashes of players, but so good for 1 or 2 frags in every scenario. So he's a safe set of hands on that side of the map. Mid control coming in for the T's, falling at the top there, so they're happy with that. Pretty standard stuff, though. The crossfires on the A side are so strong, especially for 4 players on that side of the map. Apex, hunting for a bit of information here. Could work against him as they reclaim middle.
Boiler. Apex will chase it down and succeeds to find Fur. Bond gets closer to Taco. Manages at least to get Kenny back, but need to work together very carefully given the HP of Taco. He's on 2. They'll bring that almost level in the fact that they find the next kill, but they still don't have a lot of map control to work with until now because they just get inside of the apartments. Body and Shocks have yet to leave B. They're not convinced that it's going to be entirely onto the A side, and even if it is, they'll elect to save because there's not much chance they'll get back over there fast enough to do anything with 4 charging SK players unless NBK can find a number of kills inside of the site. He's trying his best down to 16, does get one on the angle against Fur. The HP's low enough, and it could be costly, but he's done damage as well on to Cold. It leaves Fallen minimal HP on 58 is the high roller to go against Shocks and Body, who elect they do decide to go for this with 1 kit that they want to take part. As Body gets closer, it's going to be easy on Cold, but Cold's got a better angle. It's the headshot. Shocks limited. Should be the round for SK.
Should be for sure. Shoxy has got the kit, but only an SMG and 3 kills to find. Like we said, there was a bit of a bonus situation for the CTs. They can bring out the orbs next round. As we know, they love to roll with a double orb setup. Shoxy be trying to sneak in here, but just going to be trying to damage the economy further. Fallen though, nice precise headshot to find him, and now the game really begins. So that's a decent round for SKGaming. They get a full buy now with all the nades they need, and 5 AKs presumably won't have the orb just yet, and the double orb setup does indeed come out. Everyone loves to watch this. Can be very exciting gameplay. Can be shut down with the set pieces as long as you can push the CTs back and smoke them out. But that's the problem. Can you actually manage to do that? Somebody shock.
Tem aqui várias bombas ainda para serem efetuadas. O Body acabou de soltar a sua. Tem smoke do NBK e dos Shocks ainda com 1 minuto de round. Nesse cá, por sua vez, tem o Taco, o Fê e o Phelps com granadas de fumaça. Fallen e Coldzera já gastaram todo o seu kit. E vão ter que trabalhar um pouco mais na raça. Tem o Taco chegando, de novo aquela travadinha na GoTV. Vamos voltar. GoTV. Vamos pra estreia oficial, pelo jeito, sabe? Porque... Opa, voltou. Demorou um pouco mais, mas voltou. A gente não perdeu muita coisa. Fez smokes em direção ao bom site da B. E olha só, agora passagem pra base. Tem aqui o Shox. Escapa do tiro dele. O Fallen foi dar uma volta ali maior na mira do Shox. Ficou surpreendendo. Caramba, que o Apex não mostrou a posição. Surpreende apenas o primeiro, mas com 10 segundos. Esse cara não tem tempo a perder. Shox e mais um escondido no bom site, Body. Vão dominando o tempo. Shox escutou o 4. Consegue na ação Cold, mas chegou nas costas do G2. Mais um round que perde do tempo aqui pra SK. 10-10, tudo igual.
Olha, G2 vai surpreendendo bastante. Posicionamentos aí bem diferentes da última Inferno. Pelo menos da que eu acompanhei, né? Que foi exatamente aquele Inferno contra a Immortals no qualificatório do Major. Dali pra cá, né? A equipe da G2 ali fazia muito setup de 4 jogadores no bombsite A. Agora não tá fazendo, pelo contrário, cara. É super popular no bombsite B e mais uma ocasião que eles se dão bem por essa aposta, né?
Pois é, esse cara não esperava por isso, né? Depois que escapou do tiro do Kenense, eles tinham certeza onde estava esse jogador, já sabiam que o Bari estava no fundo do bombe, né? Estavam trocando tiro com ele na passagem, mas aí Shox pegou o primeiro jogador na passagem, no Apex pôde marotar um pouquinho, ainda fez um bom trabalho o Coldzera para tirar do round, mas realmente mais um ponto aí complicado para a equipe do G2, 10-10, esse cara sem grana agora e vem para um forçadaço. Comprou tudo que tem direito.
Essa situação delicada, né? Os méritos aqui do G2, ele tá jogando muito bem taticamente esse game.
Elvis escapando, olha a flashbang! Levou mesmo assim, cego! O Bari! Tem um bot shot pela frente, ele vai dando muito dano no passagem do jogador e começa a recuperar agora aqui um posicionamento, recupera o fôlego também, o Phelps, que foi tenso esse lance, deixou no colo do Coldzera, né? Essa M4, já que estava lesionado, ainda tem um smoke pra fazer. Sensacional o Phelps, ele sobrevivendo cego. O avanço do Bari. Faz esse smoke aqui na entrada pra não deixar o corredor inteiro ficar sob o controle do G2. Essa smoke ele recuperou do Bari, né? Então foi uma extra ali pra dar trabalho. Só que detalhe agora, hein, sabe? Você falou da posse do bomb site da B nos rounds anteriores do G2. Eles já fizeram leitura, vão pro bomb site da A. Mas, de novo, né? Parece que a leitura deles não foi tão certa dessa vez. Dessa vez a passagem é em direção ao bomb site B mesmo. É um split para aquela região. Repetem nesse round forçado. E vão tentando buscar, em Apex escondido, malandro, vai aparecer, o Fire acertou a HS, tá com 3 de vida, só mais um tiro, é qualquer disparo, e é o Phelps que encontra, 20 segundos no final do round, vai poder plantar C4 agora tranquilamente, que brasileira, domina aqui o corredor do taco, tá esperando o Shox aparecer, o Shox chega, voando ali de ump, eliminado, e agora, KNS e o SBK pensam 2 vezes antes de jogar esse round, vão correndo pras colinas, é ponto brasileiro mais uma vez, 11-10, roundzaço do Phelps, jogada estratégica boa da SK e é ponto do Brasil.
Fantástico, né? Mas fantástico ainda seria se a gente conseguir tirar alguma arma. O Phelps aqui vem pra cima, mas melhor porque NS, mas agora a gente sabe o posicionamento pelo menos dele, né? Tá aqui vem aqui pra tentar.
E aí já perdeu armas demais aqui pra SK, mais que deveria pra este momento.
Mas foi uma aposta muito grande da equipe brasileira, um momento delicadíssimo na partida. A gente consegue pontuar, né? Mas a gente vê que realmente essas armas comprometidas aqui no fim podem fazer falta, né? Mas também, pelo visto, a equipe G2, essa máxima também é verdadeira. Não tem dificuldades aí para repor os armamentos, dropar armas, vai ter que rolar ali improviso. 2 umps, né, para eles. E a gente se improvisou aqui com uma Galil, Budão.
Uma Galil, porém, olha as granadas, né? O
sem granadas, né?
Sem capacete ainda, né? Então já é complicado enfrentar as M4, essas umps. Olha só, agora pegou o primeiro tapete, o KNS, o BK continua aqui o estrago, levando o segundo adversário. Entrar no meio fala de qualquer jeito, e olha só, ele botou o Apex cego, mas a Galil não finaliza o trabalho. O Apex atinge muito dano no Phelps ainda, e aí a SK de novo vai ficar com aquela situação, sabe? Se perder esse round, não tem grana pra comprar no próximo, não tem grana pra comprar no round seguinte a esse, né? Tomou um reset econômico. Então,
a situação ainda é pior do que a anterior, né? Ainda pior, que agora o reset será total. E eu acho que não vai ter nem o luxo, né, nem se dá o luxo de fazer o forçado, Bidão. Então é um momento crítico agora para a equipe brasileira.
Inclusive eles estão indo guardar já, sabe? Com 50 segundos de round, já desiste completamente do ponto, pode ser o Phelps. O desperdício da smoke do Phelps pode custar caro para a equipe da SK, porque ele não vai ganhar dinheiro com o final do round se ele sobreviver, né? Se o tempo acabar e ele estiver vivo, ele não vai ganhar dinheiro nenhum, então vai ter 2.300. Provavelmente ele vai gastar para dropar uma Galil, ou quem sabe uma UMP, né? Para ter mais granadas. Esse cara vai ter 1.450 no taco, 1.400 no Fer, 1.400 no Fallen. Coldzera só vai ficar com 150. Realmente difícil a situação.
Mas com essas 2 armas aí, eu acho que aí acreditam, né? O momento da partida é pra isso, pra acreditar no forçado e partir por tudo ou nada. Vamos ver qual vai ser a opção da equipe brasileira, né? Momento muito bom para um pause.
Assim, o pessoal do chat tá criticando bastante, né, a SK ter perdido aquelas armas que eles tinham recuperado no round forçado, né? Mas era uma boa aposta, né? Porque se eles tirassem as armas do G2, era o G2 que tava com essa situação de reset total, né? Não teria armamento interessante. Então teria uma grande oportunidade a SK de pontuar 2 vezes, né? Mas ao perder 3 armamentos, né, a equipe brasileira não conseguiu comprar direito também. Né? Era uma aposta que valeria, né? Era alta recompensa, né? Alto risco, alta recompensa. E acabou assim, só risco, só as contas. Quem mais consegue uma Cruzeira, que tentou dar sua cara ali pelo caminho de rato, perde um daqueles rifles que o brasileiro tinha guardado, mas pode ser recuperado rapidamente pelo Fallen ali. Olha aí, em cima do Fallen. Acaba escapando do dano dela. Phelps quadra Smoke! Que ângulo! Barry viu ali a ponta do topete, tava de pé, o Fallen perde a cabeça. Shox com 8 de HP ali escondido agora. Vai poder aparecer a qualquer momento, perdendo com mais um, sendo efetivo. Esse cara vai sucumbindo jogador a jogador. Precisa de um punch para garantir mais a economia, para garantir um armado melhor no próximo round, próxima oportunidade. Taco chegou, buscou eliminação, vai garantir o plant. Provavelmente o próximo round vai ser round econômico, a não ser que o Taco vença esse 1 contra 5. Hein? Vamos ver se ele vai ter oportunidade. Molotov você pega, Smoke para se proteger. Ele tem que sair agora de um lado para buscar a eliminação. Ficar preso na fumaça não seria o suficiente. Eliminado. Pelo G2 de novo. 12-11 agora para a equipe francesa.
Conseguiu as 2 eliminações e o plant da C4 já salvou um pouquinho o round, né? O round tá muito ruim para a equipe brasileira. Esforçado não emplacou e G2 passa à frente no placar, bota uma grana no bolso ali, realmente delicadíssimo, né? Inclusive porque o brasileiro não tem dinheiro pro round, então vai ter que rolar a economia, então a chance do G2 botar mais grana no bolso, e aí vai ser na emoção, vai ser na raça, aqui no sofrimento nesse final de partida, Bidão.
Olha o Shox chegando, vai dar a cara, feio ali, frente, o Fallen tá escondido, ele pode se perder, exatamente! Ele deu um que é outro, mas nem precisava, porque o Phelps já era muito lesionado o jogador, era só um tirinho qualquer, enquanto o Phelps chega até a arma, olha aqui o Barry, ele quer finalizar o Phelps, que tá ali de agora time 4, leva mais um round, de novo, esse cara vai conseguindo fazer um estrago gigantesco e econômico. O Barry acredita, ele defende ali o recuo do Phelps, não permite que isso aconteça. Fica um 4 contra 3 para a equipe brasileira. SK tem essas magias, né? Em rounds completamente improváveis de vencer, eles conseguem fazer um dano forte. Mas acontece também devolver-se.
Não sei, esse ponto aqui já muda bastante a história, né? Já adianta bastante coisas para SKGaming.
Assim, não precisa ganhar esse round, mas tirando as armas do G2 já não deixa que eles garantem aquela economia. Olha só, agora o Kenny atinge na passagem o Fê, né? Quase teve o desencontro. Enquanto o Kenny se mexe bastante, C4 não fez o caminho, o Codzeira recupera o armamento, espera o Kenny aparecer, flashbang veio! Team play, dia do G2, garante aqui o round, né? Apesar do susto do G2.
Só faltou a definição, hein? Que o brasileiro tinha vantagem, só faltou ele de repente escolher um lado e partir com definição. Achei também que no início do round, né? No momento ali que o NBK ficou sozinho, de repente o Phelps pegou a coach, começou a recuar um pouco, né? De repente o momento era de continuar partindo pra cima, exercer ali números em cima do NBK e faturar o ponto. Mas não deu.
E agora teve troca de novo no corredor, né? A equipe dos G2 está muito confiante nesses Shox aparecendo só com uma flash, né? Vem a flash lá de trás do companheiro, o Shox aparece para dar o combate. Foi suficiente para derrubar o Phelps, né? O Fallen não foi rápido o suficiente para tirar, para salvar o seu companheiro. E isso faz com que a equipe da SK tenha um pouquinho de igualdade numérica melhor, né? 5 contra 5. Um 4 contra 4, de verdade, é mais simples de jogar do que um 5 contra 5. Pro lado terrorista. E agora o problema, porque o Fê vai entrar no do Kinense. Vamos ver se vai ter a flashbang. Vai, perfeito. Tira o Kenny da jogada. Agora, a reposição total do jogador. Muito importantíssimo. Se esse cara perder esse ponto, eles vão se ver uma situação de eco, né? Eles Provavelmente vão tentar forçar, enquanto mais uma flashbang, mas o Cold se esconde. Não por muito tempo. O Fallen de novo, né? Faz a vingança, né? Faz a troca de frags, mas não é muito bom pro seu time. Fê é pescado pelo Kinesse, para acelerar a passagem. O Kinesse tá lá, 14-11, ponto do G2, e agora azedou.
Azedou muitíssimo. O brasileiro pausa a partida, mas vai ter que rolar mais um milagre, né? Vai ter que realmente rolar mais um milagre. O brasileiro não tem grana pro armado, então tem uma escolha difícil agora, né? Ou faz o eco pra vir com força total no próximo round, já pra salvar 4 match points, levar a partida pro overtime, ou vem forçando agora no tudo ou nada, né? Eu sempre lembrando, né? Forçar agora pode comprometer o próximo round, e aí o dinheiro pra salvar o match point pode custar caro, né? Então, muito delicadíssimo. A equipe da G2 aqui nesse lado do CT consegue escapar do reset econômico e vai sendo mais eficiente.
Sabe, que jogada simples, né, que os dois têm aprontado, né? É uma flashbang para o combate, é um avanço em conjunto, e toda hora isso dá muito certo para eles, né? Tá sendo extremamente efetivo esse tipo de avanço. E olha esse cara, pistolete apenas pra eles, vai vir avançando agora, choca, Apex, na verdade, vai buscando o primeiro, mas é derrubado. Tem um Shox e o Bari ainda pra segurar este avanço. Deu muito dano, o Fallen leva mais um, lá vem o avanço, agora o Shox tá sozinho. 16 de vida, derrubado pelo Fallen. O Fallen, infelizmente, não tem colete nesse round, né? Um dos jogadores que não tinha comprado pra ter AWP mais cedo. Faz a passagem aqui com a C4, ele e o Coldzera conseguiram alcançar a área do bombe. Vai garantir um punch da bomba agora. E vai ter esse 2x2 pra jogar, né? Kinesse vem chegando pelo corredor. O Fallen vai esperando aqui a passagem do NBK. E o Cold vai ter que se enfrentar o cara do corredor. Até agora não tá esperto com essa possibilidade. O NBK tem a flash agora. Segue o Cold, que tá ali em cima. O Kinesse vai chegar e vai entrar. Uma eliminação muito simples. Fallen sozinho agora, vivo. Espera, Molotov tenta tirar no lugar. E o NBK acerta o HS. Consegue o redomínio, vai conseguir o defuse desse 4 também, tranquilamente. É ponto do G2 Sports, 15-11.
Que pena, hein? Parecia que era o presente que a gente precisava, né? Pra voltar bem pra partida. Parecia, tava bonito ali. As balinhas do Fallen foram bonitas, mas não deu pra garantir. Uma pena. Agora, eu dei correr atrás desse prejuízo, né? 4 match points pra G2. Mas vem agora muito bem armado aqui pra esse cara. A WP no Fallen e o Kinesse toda hora vem dando a cara. Deve dar a cara de novo. Vamos lá.
Vai dar o combate ali pro corredor de novo. Ajudar o Phelps. O Smoke já protege ali. Agora o Phelps talvez não precise de apoio. Mas o Smoke no meio já foi efetuado também. Kinesse perde o posicionamento. Claro que essa Smoke foi feita pela própria equipe desse cara, né? Pra poder garantir que o Kinesse não vai pescar ninguém. Feira aqui na entrada do campanário. Receoso de abrir. Longo knock esse. Setup aqui de G2 a gente conhece muito bem, né? Os brasileiros costumavam utilizar, mas um pouco mais aberto do que isso. O G2 fica aqui no cantinho. Saindo fora. Pescar fora se eles gastarem um pouco das bombas agora. Mas que dano, hein? Que dano dado. Phelps viu uma smoke e costuma avançar. Tem a flashbang, não avança pra cima dele o Bari. Tá o Phelps sozinho aqui, abandonado. Ele quer fazer uma bagunça, forçar a movimentação dos jogadores adversários. Enquanto isso, o Kinesse, confiante, abre, pesca um, abre, pesca outro cego. Teve aqui a faixa do companheiro, né, pra ele fazer exatamente essa pescada. E agora a equipe desse cara tem 3 contra 4, com 20 segundos faltando. O G2 vai fechando a partida aqui no confronto. Vamos ver se o cara consegue trazer de volta esses momentos finais, hein? NBK de olho, um excelente ângulo. Choque já pesca mais um que dá na volta. Coldzera leva um, mas o estrago já é real. Vitória do G2 Sports, 16-11. Equipe francesa confirma essa vitória, confirma a classificação. E a SK volta para jogar ainda hoje. Não sabemos o adversário, não sabemos o horário do jogo, mas eles jogam mais uma vez hoje, tentando ainda a classificação para as quartas de final.
A G2 garante a vaga 3/1 e a equipe brasileira fica com 2/2. vai ter mais uma oportunidade logo mais, né? De confirmar essa vaga, né? Vai ser muito surpreendente se nenhuma das equipes brasileiras conseguir passar dessa primeira fase. A equipe de Immortals caiu hoje pro Cloud9 e vai ser muito surpreendente se o SK, que está inclusive defendendo o título do ano passado, né? Essa é o Cologne, foi o Major. Então vai ser muito surpreendente. Vai ser uma grande baixa aqui pro campeonato se SK cair.
Seria realmente estranho, sabe? Né? Esse cara foi lá, ganhou a DreamHack Summer, ganhou a ECS e agora saindo na fase de grupos por enquanto. Ou melhor, né? Não chegou ainda a sair, mas tem essa oportunidade de ser eliminado caso perca mais um mapa. Em jogo deles, como eu falei pra vocês, não tem horário marcado, não tem adversário definido ainda, mas a gente vai saber isso daqui a pouquinho. Né? Tem mais um confronto ainda que define aí mais um time classificado para as quartas de final. E depois disso é sorteado aí os próximos duelos. Temos então agora FaZe Clan contra SKGaming pela frente.